Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done one of these kind of videos, which I'm mainly going out for a walk and a drink. No, not that kind of drink you expect, but just me just having a soda. Aside from that, it's been a while. It really has been a while since I've done these kind of videos, and I'm going to walk a little past McDonald's just to make a point in making a video. So as of late, I've done quite a bit of videos. More than likely, I've got most of what I'm working on down, and like I said before, I'm swapping out a few games for others because they need time to be put back into my scheduling anyway. So yes, on Mondays, I can tell you right now that Out of Shadows, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is actually out of the running. Because since the game is finished, the main game is finished, all I have to do is making all that noise. All I have to do now is hello dog, you're on camera. Anyway, what I plan to do is the only thing left I have is survival mode, and all the other modes, well, that's the only other mode there is. Multiplayer's out because multiplayer just doesn't work. I mean, we've tried multiplayer before, but it doesn't seem to work. So the only thing you can actually do, I mean, even if you did online, it still wouldn't work. So I'm going to do something different for the last video, and that is I'm actually going to make an in-game review of it for the last video. Because, I mean, you've already seen the parts, so in total it's going to be 10 parts. Arcade mode is one, and like I said, arcade mode, you only have one shot to go through. You don't beat within nine lives, that's it. I mean, you start off at 4, but as you progress, you get more lives. And the maximum out, I believe, is 9. So therefore, you have to work with 9 lives throughout 7 stages. That's all arcade mode is. There are no continues, it's just one big go at it through 7 stages. And of course, you only have 3 bosses to deal with. You only have Cry, the Mouser Hydra, and Shredder. You don't really have anything else, just those 3 bosses. And you only face Karai twice, Shredder once, and that's about it. You don't face anything else but those 3 bosses. Aside from that, I'm just going to work in doing, you know, survival mode, and mainly just make a review of the game as a whole. So therefore, you will have 9 parts, actually 10. 9 will be about the game. The 10th will be a review, which will make it the absolute final episode. Aside from that, I'm still working on Sleeping Dogs. I'm gonna put Pac-Man to the side because honestly, it's not getting as much views as other games. So, like I said, I'm putting Pac-Man to the side. The Lego games I'm also putting to the side because I don't think they're getting as much views as the other games I'm working on are. That doesn't mean I'm not going to work on them. I'm going to work on them on my own time. Just, I need to swap out games just for the sake of them getting, exposure. As far as my vacation is concerned, I'm basically waiting for confirmation of where I'm staying. Of course, I'll be staying in Connecticut, but the place will be different. And from what I heard, until I hear something about the new place that I'm going to be staying at, it's basically just a big waiting game. But I still am going to take my break in August. It's just a matter of when, mainly. Aside from that, like I said, for the most part, I'm going to be clearing out games that I've been keeping far too long on my checklist. I'm just going to take them off my list and consider that to be the end of my 2013 list. To be quite honest, I have 3 games that are still on my 2013 list, so that's really why I'm swapping out titles, because they're basically my 2013 list and I really need to go back to finish it. Aside from the 5 for 5 project I'm still doing, I'm still doing it. It's just I'm avoiding burnout. Then after that, of course, I'm going to move on to other games. I'm still working on Sleeping Dogs. It'll probably be like the only game in which I will feature the extra missions. Like for one, there's a mission, an after mission from the actual storyline, which is called The Year of the Snake. So after I do Sleeping Dogs is The Year of the Snake, which takes place right after the game. So it's like an after game mission. But, well, really it's an after story, so it's an after story DLC game mission. That's the DLC anyway. It's basically after the end of Sleeping Dogs, then this happens, so I am going to do that. And of course, for the most part, throughout the main game, I'm going to be swapping out, costumes. So in the few next parts, you'll see a few changes happening. More than likely, my levels, as far as Cop Triad and Face go, they're going to be a little higher. And trust me, it'd be for good reason. I'll be doing a few more missions, and by then I should be around a quarter of the way done with most of the game. If anything else, that's basically what I'm going to be working with. Because, I mean, like I said, the game has 30 missions. And I'm going to go through 30 missions. I'm going to go through the 30 missions and the lead missions. So therefore, yeah, I'm going to be doing quite a bit of parts. So I think Sleeping Dogs should be about quite possibly 15 parts. 15, if not 20 parts. Quite honest. And I will try to aim for doing at least 3 to 4 missions per part. If I do well enough, in the missions, I will more than likely do like a count of 5. So 3 to about 5 max per part. Like I said, it all counts on how I do. If I had to redo it, it'll just be like, okay, I'm not going to do this until the next part. So, I probably will give you a quick rundown of the scheduling once I get back to the house. But for the most part, I'm actually enjoying the game. When I do come back from my vacation, though, I do have a few games that I purchased not too long ago. But trust me, like I said, I'm probably going to take a break from RPGs because I've been doing a lot of RPGs on my channel. And it's time I gave myself a break of RPGs. Plus, I've been doing a lot of other stuff as well. So, therefore, meh. Therefore, I might do some beat-em-ups. I think that's why I'm doing Sleeping Dogs. Because I'm kind of getting tired of Pac-Man. Like, there's one level in which caused me to lose a lot of lives, so therefore, I'm taking a break from that. I've lost maybe like 25 lives and 25, almost all my lives trying to deal with the end mission of the 5th world. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to swap this game out for something else besides I don't want to rage quit on the game. So, you know, that's another thing. I did not want to go as far as rage quit on a game just because of one level. So therefore I'm swapping. But like I said, I plan to do something different on my channel when I mainly get back from vacation. From one in particular would likely be Dynasty Warriors 8 Complete Edition. Another would happen to be Ninja Gaiden Z Yaiba. Those are the only 2 new games I have on my Steam list. I will more likely do Viking Battle of Asgard because, like I said, I need to do something other than RPGs. The problem is there are a lot of good games, RPG-wise, not on the other end. You know, it's mainly like multiplayer. If not multiplayer, it's a beat 'em up. If it's not a beat 'em up, it's pretty much, I don't know, FPS, I don't know. But I had to do something other than, what I've been doing. I've been doing like RPGs and multiplayer. Not saying that multiplayer is a bad thing, but I need to do something else. Trying to see where I would like to go afterwards. I think I'll go straight this way. So, aside from that, aside from my LPs, what's been happening aside from that, our house is getting so much better. I mean, yesterday, as I was talking to the guys, my folks were getting their stereo calibrated. So therefore, if they want to play some music and want to have it blasting throughout the house, they do have the option to do so. And oh boy, seeing that we have so many music channels, I know they're going to be playing those tear jerkers almost all night long. I'm only kidding, but still, you got speakers that have the bass kicking. Oh yeah, you're definitely going to be hearing boom, 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 boom. Smell tortilla. Smell tasty. It's like raving in my nose right about now. It smells pretty damn good. As far as I know, if I keep going down this way, it'll take me down to the Central Post Office. But I'm not going to the Central Post Office. I am going to continue to go this way. But as I said, St. Kai House is looking really, really good. Like I said, we no longer have carpets, but we have wood floors. Wood floor is all the way throughout the house. Another thing I plan to do for my room is, for one, I'm going to get rid of that bed of mine. I don't know when, but I plan to get rid of that bed. Because I have basically worn that bed out for some degree, and I'm thinking I might want to turn my room back into what it was originally, which was a den. So see, my dad actually made that room as a den. But apparently, the way things are now, it's not so bad having something more casual. My room needs to be a lot more casual. Aside from that, I plan to change not just my room, but myself as a whole. My fashion. And for one, I know I'm in a culture. I know my weirdness. I've embraced my weirdness for quite a time. And yeah, being that I am a Japanese teacher, yeah, I gotta teach that too, I have to basically teach that. So about change and whatnot. Change is always good, And for me, the change will definitely be for the better because, well, I need to be more casual. I act far too formal for my own good. Plus, like I said, I have only one good shirt that could count as otaku-ness, and that is my Shinkenger shirt. Other than that, that's really all I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be mainly just going through all sorts of changes, and not just game-wise, but me from a general standpoint. I plan to make these big changes, and for the betterment of myself. I'm going to enjoy the change. Hey, Kat, how you doing? But yeah, for the most part, a little change would do me some good because, I honestly want to do something and shake the whole balance of my personal nature up. Make myself a little more dignified, as it were. So for the most part, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not dignified, but image-wise, I want to look the way I should look, because I've been, for so many years, formal, I've been dressed to look good, and I have to look the part of this, but, even when I was going to school, I had to look the part of a dignified, well-mannered student. And now that, that in church, so putting that behind me, I'm just building my own image from the ground up. And I think this year's AX helped me revolutionize that when I got myself a shirt. Because of this one shirt and everything else, I was like, oh, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go and, in a word, transmogrify everything. So yeah, I'm probably looking at getting a futon and a small table, and of course, clear all those bags. Look through all those bags, see what I have in there, and just sort and sift through them, and take it from there. Aside from that, nothing else really. The only way I'm going now is just up, so therefore I'm just going to keep going up and straight ahead. So pretty much that's all that's been going on in my life. Well, it doesn't feel like it's a major importance to others. To me, it is. So that's the beautiful thing about it. So yeah, working from the ground up, I'm creating my life as it is, and it feels good, just like the weather out here. So with that, I think that'll do it, because this is a really long episode, about 25-26 minutes per se, I think. And I'm actually going to head back to McDonald's, have a drink, sit down, do some work, and more likely, I'll most likely see you when I get in, or when you see this video, I'll most likely have another video going while I post this one. So until then, I'm Richie Del Musco. This is my life off the headset. See you around, everyone.